So you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas, Nevada, and you are considering the Mount Charleston area. Take a look. It's absolutely beautiful. Just 45 minutes from the sort of center of our Las Vegas area, we have beautiful Mount Charleston. Now, it isn't always snowy like this, but you can definitely find beautiful snow, skiing, so forth and so on during our winter season here in Mount Charleston. So in this video, guys, we're going to show you a little bit of Mount Charleston, a little bit of the current snowy life, but again, not always snowy, but definitely a beautiful place even to come to during the summer. And like we always say, let the show begin, because we're getting after it right now. Hey guys, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about living here in the Mount Charleston or the Las Vegas, Nevada area, then make sure you subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about everything current here in Mount Charleston and Las Vegas. My name is Lavert Pompey Bennyfield, and we get calls and we get emails and we get texts and we get DMs from people just like you looking for help in regards to moving here to the Las Vegas, Nevada, Henderson, or Mount Charleston area. Now, whether you're moving here in 9 days or 90 days, like we always say, please reach out, send us an email, send us a text. All of our information is in the description down below so that we can help you make a smooth move here to the Las Vegas, Nevada, Henderson, or beautiful, beautiful Mount Charleston area. With that, guys, we're going to jump in, show you a couple of little properties in regards to what's happening up here in the Mount Charleston area. One of our properties that we sold for just over $1.2 million as well. And we'll basically let you know what life looks like here in beautiful Mount Charleston, just 35-40 minutes away from the center of Las Vegas. With that, guys, let's jump into the video.
Hey guys, so it was a little colder out there than we expected. So we're actually going to jump onto the Google Maps and we're going to show you a few or a little bit of the road, exactly where Mount Charleston is in comparison to the Las Vegas Boulevard area. And then we're going to show you in some of our videos some of the neighborhoods driving around that way. We're also going to jump onto our MLS and we're going to show you about 3, maybe 4 different properties. But like we said, at the end of the video, we'll show you our listing in regards to the one that we have up there in the Mount Charleston area. But for right now, I want to give you a little bit of understanding, like we always do, where Las Vegas Boulevard is compared to where Charleston is by jumping onto the Google Maps. And then also we're going to turn around towards the end of the video and we're going to show you those 3 properties on our MLS. So with that, let's jump in. Hey folks, so it got a little colder up there than expected. I think it's my Las Vegas blood. I'm used to that, all that warmth up there got so cold. So we're going to jump onto our Google Maps. The roads in Mount Charleston were clear as far as getting through, but unfortunately, with some of the moving of the snow, a lot of the snow gets piled up. And so a lot of the properties we actually could not get into. So we're going to come back to the Google Maps. Like we said, we're going to go actually to our MLS, our multiple listing service, and we're going to jump on that and we're going to show you some of those properties. And like we said as well, we're going to show you our property that we have up there listed at around 1.2, which we actually have just put under contract literally in less than a day. We thought we were going to be able to give it more opportunities so we can show you guys more and show some more buyers, but we got a great offer. We're under contract. It has not closed, but we were listed at 1.2 and we'll show you videos of that beautiful property as well, in addition to the other 3 properties. So let's jump on, figure out where we are. As you can see, we're on Google Maps. This is, like I always say, I like to call our Las Vegas Bowl, that little area that goes around, or that 215 that goes around our Las Vegas area. So all of this is our sort of 215, and that goes around the bowl of Las Vegas. In that sense, it gets us all around. We can move all around the city. So up here towards the northwest area, this is where we showed you in some of our other videos, other properties that we have sold and all those kind of great things. But we've sold in this particular area where there's a lot of Toll Brothers, there's some Richmond Americans, KV Core, Centennial Hills is up in this area. So that's more that northwest area. So you can jump on the 95 here, take the 95, you can get towards this canyon, Lee Canyon, or you can take Kyle Canyon Road, any of that is going to take you up to this way. So I'm going to use a little bit of that red so I can show you guys a little bit of that on the map if it decides to work for me. Okay, great. So this area, as we can see, is all of Mount Charleston. Again, down in here is going to be our 15, where our Las Vegas Boulevard is. That's sort of the center of Las Vegas. And that's about a 45-minute drive in regards to getting out to the Mount Charleston area. So again, when we come up here towards the northwest, where all those Toll Brothers, Richmond American is in that area. We are going to take this road here, the 95. Then we're going to jump off here and take the Kyle, or you can continue driving a little further out. You can take Lee Canyon, all of that takes you into there. So that gets you into the Mount Charleston area. All this is Mount Charleston, taking Kyle Canyon. Or you can drive a little further down on the 95, and you can take the Lee Canyon road here. And then we can take this one that gets us into the Mount Charleston area, or that Lee Canyon where all the skiing and all that kind of great stuff is. And we'll talk to you about that a little bit later. So with that, we're going to jump on this one here, taking us out to Mount Charleston. And looking in Mount Charleston, we want to show you guys a few of the properties that are up that way first. So first, we'll talk to you about the properties as far as what you can buy in the area. Then we'll give you a little bit of insight in regards to the area itself, maybe some of the communities that are there, the buildings that are there, all that kind of great stuff. So first, we're going to talk about the properties that are in that area. So with that, we're going to jump onto what's called our multiple listing service, and we're going to show you properties up there that, as we can see, can range anywhere from 245,000 upwards to about 100 or at least at this particular point about 3.3 million is sort of the ones that we're seeing at this point. I think we have one up there exactly. Yeah, we have one up there that was around 11 million as well. So that particular property, it's still there. It's been on the market for a little bit of time. As you can see here, for about 285 days, 258 days, some of these larger homes that are taking us some time to move. However, we're going to show you first the ones that are in the 300s, 394. This one actually just sold. It sold actually in the January of this year. So January 27th, 2023 is when that particular property sold as a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, 1,279 square feet. And we're going to show you some quick photos of that particular property, exterior of the home. You can find some of these properties up there, or they're going to be a little bit off grid, if you will, that won't have some of the connections that you may want, and some of the other properties that are going to get electrical and all those kind of great things. So there are some basic ones that are up there that are really cool. People have gone up there, done some beautiful things. Mount Charleston isn't a huge community. It's probably just over 400 people, a whopping 400 plus people as far as population is concerned with. But of course, all of us that are in Las Vegas, we sometimes will pop up to the beautiful mountains. Again, it's just, for me, it's probably about 30 minutes away from center of town. It's probably going to be about more like 45 or whatever it may be. So we jump up there. We used to go to a beautiful lodge that was up there, the lodge that unfortunately burned down in 2021. And I just want to jump on Google here really quickly, just show you some images of the really just, it's unfortunate, but this was our lodge that was there that unfortunately burned down. They still don't know the reason for what happened as far as how it burned down, but I think they said it started in like the utility room or something like that. So there still hasn't been a true cause as far as what actually had it burning down. But it was so fun. I mean, you can go up there, you could, sit around this really cool fire here. You can, have your drinks. Like I said, the adult hot chocolate and all that kind of good stuff was my favorite. It's one of the things I love to do. And I love to do it during the early evening like this picture here that's showing early evening. But nonetheless, it's being rebuilt. And what's really cool is the renderings of what it's supposed to look like, the new look that what they're hoping for. So looks sleek. Again, like I said, some of the folks up there are a little concerned with the hotel part of it, but I think this is, of course, giving a nod to the look of that A-line that it was before. So I really like that they have incorporated that into the rendering and the new look of the hotel. Well, not hotel, the new lodge. We'll see if the hotel part stands up after the community up there gets their hands on it. So there's a little fight going on there. But nonetheless, I think it's beautiful. Can't wait for it to reopen. We don't know when it's going to be reopening and when it's, sort of slated for in that sense. But I think it looks great. It'll be a piece that has definitely been missed by a lot of us here, locals that love going up there. And the retreat that's up there now, the lodge, they stepped in. They did a great job in regards to supporting these guys when there was a complete destruction of the lodge that was there. And the retreat at Mount Charleston now that is currently there, like I said, they stepped in and were fantastic in supporting the community, supported them. And now we just need to see if we can get this hotel and every the other aspects of it. So we're going to push through, and if the community loves it as well as much as I love the visual, but I get what the community is saying about the roads and the dangers of the road and more traffic, and hopefully people will pay attention. One thing I didn't mention as well before we jump off of this area, I want you guys to understand, with Mount Charleston, we have such beautiful natural, I'm going to stop sharing here and get my big face on here. We have such beautiful natural wildlife and everything else that's happening up there. There's horses, there's mules, there could be some coyotes and everything else. So of course, please be very careful. Do not go up to these things. You either can be hurt physically or you can be hurt financially. They can bite you. Some of these animals, again, they're wild. These are wild animals. They have a right to freely roam and everything else. I know on our property that we'll be showing you here more towards the end of the video, our client would get horses on their space because they have free range. They have a free ability to roam. I think it was in 1971 is when it was passed that these animals were protected. So please don't go up there and feed these animals. These are not pet friendly animals where you walk up to the farm and pet them. They may bite you. So they're cool to look at from a distance, but they're free roaming wild animals that are up there as well. So please be careful in that sense. This particular property here, again, just showing you a little bit of the exterior, some of the interior. Your opinion in regards to the condition of it. I won't give necessarily my opinion. We'll just point out the factual things. Some brown rugs, some ceilings. I'd say maybe like, I don't know, 7-8 foot ceilings possibly. Just to give you a little bit of understanding of what's happening in this particular property. And again, this one's coming in just under 400,000. Looks like they went in and put a little bit of work into the bathroom as far as some upgrades into the bathroom and maybe the flooring, those different types of things. I'm going to show you a little bit more of the exterior of this property so you can get a feel for the surrounding area of this. So they were putting some work into the property. It looks like they want somebody to come in and put, a little bit more work to upgrade it and get it together. Red carpet. No opinion. Your opinion is what matters. And that one, again, was listed at $394,000. If you want to slow things down, you can, of course, freeze this video, go back and look at what the different photos were showing you. The next one I'm going to show you this one here at $710,000. Exterior of the property, a little bit more upkeep or a little bit more updated in regards to the one that we previously saw at $394,000. So definitely a newer property. More upgrades in that sense as far as what we're seeing. Interior definitely speaks to that as well. We're going to say coffered ceilings, but those really aren't coffered. It's more like beams going across. But yeah, but at the same time, still a little bit more updated. Your opinion is what matters. A little more updated in regards to the previous property that we saw. But again, both of these properties have already sold. One for $394,000. This one, I believe, coming in at $710,000 on this particular property. Really nice property. Again, about 400 plus people live in that particular area. So when these properties do come online, they come online and people jump on them fast because they know a lot of them don't really, they don't last. Like the one that we just told you, we listed our property for $1.2 million. A great property. We'll show you that one more towards the end. I'll give you a few photos of it and then we'll show you a video of it. But they don't last. And when people see them, they jump on them. They call you immediately. You want to make sure you have an agent that's experienced with the Mount Charleston area as well. There's a lot of different things that you won't necessarily think of or expect in that area. You're going to be dealing with septic. You're going to be dealing with community or non-community wells and all those different types of things. You want to know what the seasonality of what's happening up there in the Mount Charleston area. You want to understand what happens when the roads close and if you need change and all those different types of things as far as getting up there. You want to be able to make sure you have someone that has that experience that can give you that input when you're looking at buying in the Mount Charleston area. And so that way you're not just buying something and all of a sudden you're realizing you can't get to it possibly for maybe 3 months out of the year or whatever those different things may be. So nonetheless, you want to be aware of those different types of things when you are purchasing. So that one, again, coming in at $710,000. That one was at 1885 as far as the square feet. That was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and that one sold February 2023 of this year. Yes, of this year. Got my years off for a second. So 2023, 710, and that other one at 394. Now we want to show you one that actually sold in December of 2022. That one sold in December of 2022. It was on the market for 10 days, and it actually came in, or it was continued, or actually sold at 1.2 million. This particular property, 3,303 square feet. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, so a little over 3,000 square feet, 1.2 million on this one. Definitely a step up from the other 2 properties that we've seen, but this way, at least you're getting an idea of what to expect as far as this particular price point. I'd say you're probably going to get not as many properties in the millions up there. You're definitely going to get more people who are going up there, building larger properties, adding to some of the properties that have already been there. Like this deck has definitely been added. All those different things have been added to the property in regards to have it grow in value, of course, grow in and as far as the amenities that it provides and all those different types of great things. This is a fantastic shot because this is during, or these photos are fantastic because this is when it's not during our winter season up in the Mount Charleston area. We have one now that we just sold, but of course we're during our winter season, so we have a lot of snow around our property, so you won't be able to see some of the deckings unless I go into the history actually of our listing, and I'll show you some of the decking of our property. Beautiful, beautiful property. The woods that you can see, that real cabin feel, without it being too overly cabin-y, if that's such a word, in regards to what you're seeing here. Beautiful, beautiful property. Sold again for 1.2 million, a little bit over 3,000 square feet on this particular one. I'm going to go more to some outdoors just so you can see some of the decking. And some people do live here year round, so people are completely fine. The closest sort of amenities in regards to grocery stores and all those different types of things, you're going to want to make sure that you're aware that those things are going to be a little bit further away. So you want to prepare yourself in regards to coming up here and maybe possibly not being able to get out of there if you're during the winter season. If you're during the winter season and you can't get through to the roads, or until the roads actually get plowed and the snow is removed, then you can get down to the mountain and get to your amenities and all those different types of things. So I'd say the amenities are probably going to be about 15 minutes away from where you are. We did another video about some other properties that are at the base of Kyle, right before you start driving up the road to Mount Charleston. So if you want to go and check that video out, those do show you some of the KB homes, and Taylor Morrison, I believe, is building out there. I believe it's Taylor Morrison. It's Taylor Morrison, but KB Homes actually has really great properties down at the foot of Mount Charleston, or that Kyle Canyon Road before you start driving up to Mount Charleston. But again, this great property, just like our property, 1.2 million. Now I'm going to sneak over, show you our listing that we just put under contract. We have not sold. We have put it under contract at 1.2 million. So this is our property. And again, like I said, we're showing you a lot of showing you a lot of photos right now with snow all around it. So we're not going to be able to see the green and the grass. I'll sneak over and show you a few more of the interior photos, but I'm going to show you some of the older photos so you can see the deck and all that kind of good stuff. But this is the interior of the property. Again, really beautiful high ceilings, that sort of picturesque line in regards to the photos that you may have seen. Here we go. I love the high ceilings. It's just such a beautiful property. It's an amazing property. Can't wait to show you this one at the end of this video. So stick around. We'll show you about like 5-6 minutes, sort of kind of touring throughout this particular property that we just put under. We just renovated the kitchen has been remodeled, redone. The cabinets been redone, bathrooms have been redone, the upstairs area. There's so much has been done with this particular property. They really have done it well, and it was our pleasure to help our clients actually buy this property, and then we actually helped them sell this property as well. So we're really excited to get this one closed for them. And again, we have it listed at 1.2 million. We'll come back to you guys a little bit later and let you know what it actually closed for. So again, as you can see, renovated bathrooms, everything in that sense. I'm going to close us out here and see if I can get us to our history on this particular property and see what we can find as far as our previous photos, so that you guys can see a little bit of the decking on this particular property. That's the front of the property. That's the interior of the, okay, good. There we go. You can see the exterior of the property. That's the back side of the property. So beautiful, beautiful property. Again, some of the interior. golf course, Tesla charger there on the side of the home. Just a beautiful, beautiful parcel, beautiful acreage on this one. So like we said, we just enjoyed selling this property. We enjoyed helping our client buy it and helping them sell it again. Like we said, just a stunning property. And we'll show you some photos and we'll show you videos again at the end. So now what I want to do, I want to sneak you guys back out and just introduce you a little bit more to the Mount Charleston sort of area itself. So Mount Charleston, a couple of websites I'll tell you guys to go to. Definitely check out the MountCharlestonLodge.com. Like I said before in the video, there was another beautiful lodge up there that burned down in 2021, September 2021. It was such a great lodge. It was just fantastic to go up there, do a little skiing, pop into the lodge, get your some great food, some great cocoa, some great adult cocoa, all that kind of good stuff at the lodge. But they are rebuilding. Like I said, they are rebuilding that particular lodge. I'll show you a little bit of what they're thinking. I think we have some images. I'll try and sneak those into you guys so you can see those as well. But again, go check out MountCharlestonLodge.com. You'll get a lot of great information in regards to what's happening with the lodge up there. With this secondary lodge, again, there was two. So this one is still here. This one is called the Retreat at Mount Charleston. This one is called the Retreat at Mount Charleston. So this one is still here. You can rent cabins out. You can do events. Food is fantastic. You can check out their webcams in regards to what's happening. So you can look at the weather on the mountain, all those different types of things. So a great source in regards to going to see what's happening on Mount Charleston. Definitely want to go to this one as well, because this is going to help you do as far as your bookings. You can book the hotel there. One of our videos, you'll see the retreat in regards to the videos that looks like that hotel there. That's the video that also shows, I believe, there's a place of worship that we show in our videos as well. You'll be able to see that. But again, you can go to this calendar. You can see what pricing tends to be anywhere from like maybe 123 on the low side to this one here at 320,000. I'm not sure what's special about that particular day, but that was usually not that high. But that was 321. For the end of March here, maybe because we're just trying to book so late. But nonetheless, this is sort of the average in regards to going up there to book for that particular lodge. Really just an incredible space. Lee Canyon is the place where we go for those that just don't realize that we have snow, we have skiing, we have snowboarding, we have all of that great stuff in Mount Charleston. Again, 45 minutes just from the downtown area. You've got to go and see it. Most people don't even think about it when they come here to Las Vegas, because they don't think that this even exists. I think I probably lived here for a couple of years before I actually got up to Mount Charleston. But absolutely wonderful place, really fun to go to. A great website in order to check out Lee Canyon, in order to check out what's happening on Lee Canyon, from the skiing, from the snowboarding, and all that kind of good stuff. Is going to be LeeCanyonLV.com. This is a fantastic one. Check this site out to get everything from the rates to rent your gear, to your day passes, to checking out the weather, to if you're going to be needing your tires, if you're going to be needing your chains on your tires, all those different types of things. It tells you about what happens for the summertime. They have events up at the mountain as well during the summer. So of course, when the snow is not there, they have like great hiking trails. They do great things in regards to kids events and all of those different types of things up on the mountains. I believe there's archery, all those kind of fun things that happen during the summer. So again, LeeCanyonLV.com. And again, Mount Charleston, all of this is just 45 minutes from the center and from the strip driving up to our mountain. So I love it. So definitely check this particular one out, LeeCanyonLV.com. So with that, guys, I want to jump in, show you guys a little bit of our interior of that 1.2 million that we have under contract, not sold, under contract at this particular time. And as we're showing you a little bit of the videos, we'll give you a little bit of information in regards to more of expectation and life around Mount Charleston, so forth and so on. With that, guys, enjoy this particular video. And again, if we can be of assistance in regards to helping you move here to the Las Vegas, Nevada area, I'm actually going to stop sharing here so I can get back to my larger face here. So if we can help you guys in regards to moving here to the Las Vegas, Nevada area, in regards to your purchasing, in regards to your you selling either here in Las Vegas, and we can help you wherever you may be. We have great colleagues. Like we said, I've been doing this for a wonderful almost 20 years, and I can't believe it's been almost 20 years. It's 17 years I've been doing this. So I have great colleagues from all over the world, really, that could be able to be of assistance, that have gone through the sort of same training that I've gone through, which is a Mike Ferry organization and his training that's been around for 45 years. So they've done that. They have that high level of sales, that have that high level of experience and knowledge of the areas that they sell in. So if we can help you in regards to getting your property sold or getting you to help you purchase a property wherever across the nation, we'd love that opportunity. But specifically here in Las Vegas, please reach out. All of our information, again, is down below. So click on the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, click the bell for any notifications for our new videos. Until then, guys, enjoy this video of our 1.2 million that we have under contract and small areas of the Mount Charleston area. Take care.